Seagull class. Today we're going to be writing thank you letters. Now, I know that Miss Runa has sent a lot of us seeds, so I wanted to write a thank you letter to her for that. So if you got seeds from Miss Runa, then you can write a thank you letter to her for those. But don't tell her. I want it to be a surprise. If you didn't get seeds from Miss Runa, then you can think of someone else who's done something nice for you recently, and then just write a thank you letter to them. So when you start the thank you letter, you write the date in the top right corner. And of course, we always use our very best handwriting when we're writing letters or cards, because we want the other person to know that we really put thought into it and that we really care. Then you'll start. Dear Miss Runa, which is lined up here next to that red line. And notice how I have a comma after her name. Then we're going to skip one line, so we won't write on this line, but on the next line, we'll write that we're thankful. So start with the word thanks or thank you. And then write what it's for. So I'm writing, thank you for sending me seeds. But you might say something a little different. Start out with thank you for, and then write whatever you are thankful for. Then add specific details. So maybe you've planted the seeds and it was a lot of fun. Or maybe it's your favorite flower that the seed she sent will grow into. Or something else, a specific detail. And of course, we always end our sentences with periods. I'll read you what I wrote, but don't write exactly what I wrote, because then Miss Runa is just going to get 21 letters that all say the same thing. So this is what I wrote. I planted them in a pot outside my front door to greet me in the morning. That way she can imagine how I'm enjoying them. Next, say something that has to do with the future, what you hope or wish or are excited about. So this one's kind of easy because this is a gift that is going to really show itself in the future. So you might say something about how you're excited to see the flowers, or that you hope they bloom soon, or that you hope she's having her flowers bloom soon, something like that. So I wrote, I can't wait for them to bloom. And I ended it with an exclamation point, which is another way that you can end a sentence if you're excited or anticipating something. Now next, in the middle of the page, after you skip a line, you're going to write your regards. So it depends on who you're writing to, but if it's someone you're close to, you could write warm wishes or best wishes or yours truly. If it's someone you love, you can write love. If it's someone you don't know that well, you can write sincerely or regards. But this is where you write it on the paper. So you skip a line from your last line that you ended the letter part on. You skip one line and then you go to the middle of the page and you write your word or few words that you wanted to write, and then you put a comma, just like we have a comma up here. And then underneath you will write your name. So we have the date in the top right corner. Dear Miss Runa, comma, skip a line. Thank you for whatever you said. A specific detail. And then something looking ahead. Then you skip another line, move to the center of the page, and write your regards with a comma. On the next line, you write your name. Now you can decorate your letter with some pretty illustrations and drawings. Maybe you have some stickers or stamps at home you want to use, but make it really pretty. And then you can, if you're mailing it, if it's someone who's not in your house, you can address the envelope and put the stamp. And there's lessons about that from the Pen Pal lesson if you need a reminder. But maybe you wrote a thank you letter to someone who's in your house and you can just hand it to them.